This is Miss Jenny here. I'm so glad to be back this month with some of our Christmas teaching, and this is little Miss Grace with me. She wanted to show you the ornament she colored. What does it say, Grace?
Jesus. And up here it says happy birthday, and then down here it says Jesus.
That's right.
And it has a star right there.
Thanks, Grace.
I really
All right,
like it.
today we are back in the Jesus Storybook Bible. So if you have yours at home, go ahead and grab it. And we are on page 176. And today, as we go through this story, I'm going to show you pictures out of other Christmas books that we have. And maybe you'll recognize some of them if you have them at your house. Or maybe you've set up little scenes at your house like we have here to show the Christmas story. All right, come along with us.
He's here. The Nativity from Luke 1 through 2. Everything was ready. The moment God had been waiting for was here at last. God was coming to help His people just as He promised in the beginning. But how would He come? What would He be like? What would He do?
Mountains would have bowed down, seas would have roared, trees would have clapped their hands. But the earth held its breath. As silent as snowfall He came in, and when no one was looking in the darkness, He came. There was a young girl who was engaged to a man named Joseph. Joseph was the great-great-great-great-great-grandson of King David. One morning, this girl was minding her own business when suddenly a great warrior of light appeared right there in our bedroom. He was Gabriel. He was an angel, a special messenger from heaven. When she saw the tall, shining man standing there, Mary was frightened. "You don't need to be afraid." Scared, Gabriel said. "God is very happy with you." Mary looked around to see if perhaps he was talking to someone else. "Mary," Gabriel said. He laughed with such gladness that Mary's eyes filled with sudden tears. "Mary, you're going to have a baby, a little boy. You will call him Jesus. He is God's own son. He's the one. He's the rescuer. The God who flung planets into space and kept them whirling around and around. The God who made the universe with just one word. The one who could do anything at all, was making himself small and come down as a baby." Wait, God was sending a baby to rescue the world? But it's too wonderful, Mary said, and felt her heart beating hard. How can it be true? Is anything too wonderful for God? Gabriel asked. So Mary trusted God more than what her eyes could see. And she believed. "I am God's servant," she said. "Whatever God says, I will do." Sure enough, it was just as the angel had said. 9 months later, Mary was almost ready to have her baby. Now Mary and Joseph had to take a trip to Bethlehem, the town King David was. But when they reached the little town, they found every room was full. Every bed was taken. "Go away," the innkeeper told them. "There isn't any place for you." Where would they stay? Soon Mary's baby would come. They couldn't find anywhere except for an old tumble-down stable. So they stayed where the cows and the donkeys and the horses stayed. And there in the stable amongst the chickens and the donkeys and the cows and the quiet of the night, God gave the world a wonderful gift. The baby that would change the world was born, His baby son. Mary and Joseph wrapped him up to keep him warm. They made a soft bed out of straw and used the animal's feet and trunk as his cradle. And they gazed in wonder at God's great gift wrapped in swaddling clothing, lying in a manger. Mary and Joseph named him Jesus, Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us, because of course he had. The end.
Thanks, Timothy. Hi, thanks for joining us for our story today about He's Here.
He's here? What's he's here?
It was about when people were waiting for hundreds and hundreds of years, Mary.
For Christmas.
For the first Christmas to come, for Jesus to come. There was a lot of people who died waiting for him. They found it really hard to wait. What are you having a hard time waiting for, Mary?
My birthday and Christmas.
Yeah, they're both coming up really soon, huh?
But my birthday is closer.
Mm-hmm. Is it hard to wait, Mary?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet a lot of you guys are waiting for hard things right now too, right? Maybe some of you are waiting so you can travel to see family. Maybe some of you are waiting a long time.
No.
You feel like you're waiting for a long time for Christmas, or you're waiting for a long time to go back to school, or you're just waiting a long time for some things to change. It is a hard thing right now.
Like if you're waiting for it to be winter, to play in the snow.
To play in the snow. Sometimes it's really hard to wait for that too,
In
huh?
summer.
Some of you are waiting for a long time and you don't know if it'll come, if you're going to heal, right? If you're sick or if something in your body is unwell. We know about some of that too. But the good news is that God knew that he was ready to send Jesus when he did. And it's something that we can sing about.
We're going to sing Angels We Have Heard on High.
Now we know what the song is.
Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains they reply, echo out their joyous praise.
All right, Merry Christmas, friends.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Psalm 29:11.
Hi friends! Piggy and I are back with a whole bunch of our friends again, and we get to sing more Christmas songs with you today. So, if you remember last week, we asked you to go and grab your instruments so that you can play and sing along. Go ahead and do that again, and then meet us right back here. Are you ready? Did you get your instruments? Yeah. All right, let's get ready to sing.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven nature sing, and heaven nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. He rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness and wonders of his love. And wonders of his love. And wonders of his love.
This one's so fun. Let's sing that first verse again.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare a room. And heaven nature sing, and heaven nature sing, The stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoiceth, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Truly He taught us to love one another. His law is love, and His gospel is peace. Chains shall He break, for the Savior's our brother, and in His name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise His holy name. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends. See you next time. Hey, Reach Kids. I'm so excited to be back doing another Christmas craft with you. And today we're going to make angels that you can use as a Christmas tree topper if you want, or they're going to be flat so you can just put them wherever you want around the house. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you what supplies you need to do this craft. Okay, so there's quite a few supplies for this craft. So if you don't have something that I show you, don't worry, I'll tell you another way that you can still do it. So the first thing you'll need is a paper plate, a glue stick, some markers, a pencil, tape, a stapler, some scissors, crayons, a pipe cleaner, a piece of whatever color paper you want, and a piece of white, and then some curling ribbon. All right, let's get started. Okay, so for this first part, you're gonna need your piece of paper. I chose yellow for my angel's
dress or gown. And then you're gonna need your tape, and that's it for this part. So this is a little bit of a tricky part, but we're gonna make a cone out of this paper. So you're gonna take it and kind of start rolling it diagonally. You kind of have to play with it a little bit until it's the size that you want. So I kind of stick my hand in there and make a cone shape. And when it's the size that I want it, then I'm going to take my piece of tape and tape it so it stays put a couple of times on there. Right, and you'll notice that your cone is not flat at the bottom. It kind of has a point to it. So the next thing we're gonna do is cut it so that it's flat in the bottom. I'm gonna take my scissors and just kind of cut around the bottom to flatten out the bottom so that it'll stand up. Just like that. Once it stands up, if you want to even it out, you can. Once it stands up the way you want it to stand up, then you're ready to go to the next step. Okay, once you have your cone the way you like it, you want to pick the side that you like best to face the top. And you're gonna take and with your markers, just decorate it however you want. You can put stickers all over it. You could use markers and decorate it. On my first one, I just kind of made ruffles on the bottom. The next step is gonna be to make our wings. So we're gonna set this aside and get our paper plates. And you're just gonna take your paper plate and cut it in half. After you cut it in half, you're gonna cut it in half again. And what I did is I made just some cool little stripes. I have a gold marker, so you guys can decorate your wings however you want. And then just to make it easier, I just went ahead and stapled mine together. If you wanna use glue or tape, you can do that too. And I used a piece of tape to attach it to the back of my angel. Take this and place the wings where you want them, just like that. And now we're gonna do the next part. We're gonna take our white piece of paper and we're gonna make our face and our hands. Okay, for the face, I'm gonna use my ribbon to make a nice round circle. If you have a circle-shaped object at home, you can use whatever shaped object you want and make your head the size that you want it. A nice little circle there. And then for the hands, I made them look kind of like mittens because I think that's easier. You can make your hands however you want. When I go to cut out my hands, I'm going to fold my paper in half so that they're the same on both sides. But before I cut them out, I like to color it, because it's a little bit easier to color before I cut it out. So for your hands and your face, you can make your angel however you want. You can pick whatever skin color you want. Next thing we're gonna do is make a little songbook. Make it smaller if I need to. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so that's much better. I'm going to fold it in half. And then we have our memory verse, if you remember, boys and girls. It is, the Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. And that's Psalm 29:11. And I'm not going to be able to fit that whole thing on my songbook, so I'm just going to write the word peace on the front. That's P-E-A-C-E. And then on the other side, I'm going to flip it over and write Psalm, P-S-A-L-M, 29:11. And that's going to be our songbook for our angel. Now we just need to glue it on our angel. So I'm going to take my head, put glue again just on the hands, because our book is going to be kind of open on the angel, so we don't need any glue on the book part. I'm going to crease it a little bit. Oops, don't make it stick together. Then we place it on our angel so it looks like the angel is holding the book. So you should just have to glue just the hands, and the book will be kind of open like that on there. Okay, only 2 more things left to add to our angel: the halo and the hair. All right, for the halo, I used a pipe cleaner, and the only color I had left was pink. So that's the color that I'm gonna use. If you have pipe cleaners, you can use whatever color you want. If you don't have pipe cleaners, you could just make it out of paper or cardboard or whatever you have lying around your house. But the halo is gonna be round at the top, so I'm just gonna kind of form my pipe cleaner and shape it like a halo. And just kind of wrap it around so that it has a stick on the bottom to attach it. It's gonna kind of look like this. And I'm just gonna take my tape, because it's kind of tricky to glue a pipe cleaner. So I'm just gonna flip my angel over and tape the halo onto the wing part so that it's just hanging over her head. So the only thing missing is hair, and you can decide if you want hair or not. I am going to use my curling ribbon that I showed you at the beginning. My first angel had gold hair, and I really like that gold hair. But I am all out of gold, so I'm going to try red for this angel. I'm going to get my red ribbon. And the reason I like this ribbon is because you can take your scissors and make it curly. But if you have any kind of yarn or ribbon at home and you want to make some hair with that, you can use that. You can make it out of paper, or you can leave your angel with no hair. That's fine too. So I'm just going to get a big old string here. All right, that yarn was giving me trouble, so I got what I needed. And I just want you guys to get as many pieces as you want, all the same length, and you're going to put them together. Like I said, you can do this if you have curling ribbon. If you have yarn, you can do the same method I'm doing. You just won't do the curling part. So you can put all of your strings together and then take a piece of tape right in the middle and wrap it around kind of like a bow tie. Then, if you have curling ribbon, you would do this step. If you don't, you can ignore this step. But the cool thing about curling ribbon is it curls with scissors. So mom or dad will probably have to help you with this, but you take one of the strings and you run the scissors along and it curls it. It's pretty cool. Tucked right behind the halo there. Then we can kind of play around with it and spread it out how we want it. Okay, boys and girls, we have our angels now. And if you already have a top on your tree, you don't have to put it on the top of your tree, but it will fit on the top if you want to do that. Or you can just set it somewhere in your house to remind you of our memory verse and of our Christmas story. So I hope you guys had fun making your angels, and I can't wait to see them and how you decorated them, what color you used for the hair, and all of those things. So don't forget to send us pictures, tag us on Instagram at reach.kids, and I'll see you guys next week.
Hi guys! Alright, and welcome to this week's adventure. So this week we'll be going around the neighborhood and we're going to be looking at people's Christmas decorations, because you know, it's that time of year where we have pretty lights outside and all these different houses doing all these extraordinary things. So let's go take a look at what they're doing.
Okay, so our first house stop on this adventure to find Christmas decorations on houses is this one, and that deer rotates his head, which is so cool. Okay, let's see, I see another one down here, so let's go down here. some. No, it's just mostly their tree. This is a really pretty one. I like their tree. That's really nice. Oh, that one's tree flashes. That's pretty cool. We got this one here decked out for Christmas with their tree lights. I don't know why. I just like tree lights a lot. Probably just because it's so pretty. I think I just found out the most Christmassy house with lights. Like, they have a Santa. Look at that thing. This is amazing. And they have like lit up candy canes up their driveway and a snowman and little reindeers, a polar bear. That's a penguin. That's a penguin with a polar bear. Oh, this house is wonderful. I'm loving it so much. Okay guys, so far we've found some pretty cool houses and they've looked super amazing. I'm getting rained on a little bit. I'm getting kind of wet. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe on my jacket somewhere. I don't know. But it's okay. So I got my hood up. We're good. We found some houses which look absolutely outstanding. And so with that, let's see if we can go find some more. And I haven't seen anybody out and about, but if I do, I got my mask just in case. Alright, let's go. Okay, this house is amazingly decked out in lights. Like, they got 3 trees going on. They got their whole house. I'm obsessed. This is amazing. Okay, I found this house. They have a snowman. Let me see if I can get a better view on their house. It's such a pretty house. Oh, that tree lighting. Fantastic. Right, there's more. There's one here. There's actually a few right here. There's one there. There's one here. You guys, these lights are so pretty and colorful. My goodness. Oh, I see a blinking tree light. Oh, but oh, this one. This is nice. They got a reef up top. That's really cool. It's kind of drizzling right now, so I'm getting a little wet, but that's okay.
Thank you guys so much for joining me on this week's adventure, for going around the neighborhood and seeing different Christmas decorations. That was so much fun, and it was so cool to see what everybody's doing. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, and especially with that giant Santa. Like, I was not expecting to see that. Alright, well, that's it for this week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
The Lord gives strength to his people. The Lord blesses his people with peace. Psalm 29:11.
Why can't I read this? Alright, I pushed the red button.
Well, thanks, Mary.
Oh, well.
Alright, from the top.
Hey, what makes you think you're in charge?
Hey, lady. Better me than you.
Hey, we all know it's Piggy.
Oh,
guys, I'm so sorry. Oh, holy night. Take 2. I hope we don't hear my stomach growling in this take. How about you, Gavin? You pretty hungry?
Oh, man, I'm always hungry.
I thought so. How about you, alligator?
Oh, don't worry about it. I had like 6 meals today.
Oh, gosh. The tape just came untaped. I hope that doesn't cause any problems. Oh, it's sliding. Hold, please. It's gonna be fine. We're still rolling. Don't worry. Yep. Hey, Gator. You look good. You're kind of messing with the... Sorry about your arms. People who aren't here, because I'm only here with puppets. Well, whatever you're doing is good. Both cameras
You
are
know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay, now the trick is the music and stuff, huh? Guitars in tune. How are your voices, everyone?
Hi, my name is Mary. And my name got a nutcracker. And Santa food in the garbage can. And his hands are all dirty.
Yeah, there's pencil shavings on it. Once I made this.
This is an angel ornament, but I call it a ballerina. An ornament that I made. That looks like a funny too. It's a baby Jesus. In the car. You can only see my head. Here. Can we see one time?